The Vice Minister of Water and Basic Sanitation, Jose Luis Acero, arrived in the archipelago to finalize details of the storm drainage project signed by the national government, a project that recently completed design phase and seeks to avoid flooding on the island streets due to rainfall.
Un proyecto que va a beneficiar al Distrito 4.
It is a project that will benefit District 4 and will greatly reduce flooding in the district of Guinea Head. The detailed design period ended 2 months ago with a detailed study, and in those discussions, approaches because this is a project where it was designed and ended up being done in stages. The idea of the decision that was made for the first stage is to impact the district where there is more flooding.
The Vice Minister indicated that in order to continue with the execution of the project, it will be necessary to acquire some land identifying the design phase, specifying that they are currently in the process of managing resources to continue with the work. He also made a statement on the arrival of a desalination plant in Providence.
Ya finalizando los siguientes pasos.
Already finalizing the next steps, and it is the allocation of the additional resources that are required. Also the disposition and acquiring of a property to be able to make the initial disposal of those waters and ensure that for the next rainy season the problem is already solved. This past weekend, a desalination plant of 600,000 liters per day that will produce for the island of Providence arrived and is being shipped tonight to be taken to the island to be put into operation.
The Vice Minister stated that he will visit today the neighborhoods affected by the flood caused by the heavy rains in the last few days in the department.
Today, the facilities of the El Esfuerzo School were handed over after the adjustments in its infrastructure were concluded.
Hello, Lisa and Aldi TV viewers. I say hello from here from the El Esfuerzo School, where the Foundation for Archipelago and a private entity come to make some adequation to the salones them where they're right here, so that the children who are here can get some good spaces to take them class.
This is the result of a work that the Pro Archipelago Foundation have been doing with Chevrolet. Through a connection agency and event agency, we were able to intervene this school. First, we visited 5 educational institutions, and out of those 5, we found that this school was not in good conditions and needed to be improved. That is why we did the intervention of 5 classrooms in their entirety. We did the walls, the ceilings, the ventilation, and painting in general.
The activity also included a meeting with the children and the delivery of school kits.
We made the decision to make a change in the approach to have an academic content and to have a social encounter with the team, in order to give a twist and be here in this school offering that social approach and be with the community of San Andres, which needs it after the adversities that it has suffered.
This is information we report from here from the Esfuerzo School. Continue Lisa in studio with more information.
Thank you, Alice. And pay attention to this following note. Do you know about labor formalization and its benefits? If the answer is no, this is your opportunity. This opportunity includes programs for generation of new jobs and tax benefits. All information will be provided through a free virtual event this Friday, May 20th.
This is a benefit that will be granted to all employers, that is, legal entities, individuals, consortiums, temporary unions, autonomous states, and cooperatives that hire or formally link young people between 18 and 28 years old. This incentive was created with the purpose of promoting the generation of new jobs and increasing employment among the young population, at the same time contribute to the economic reactivation of the country.
Empezó con el de empleo o el decreto 680.
It began with Decree 688, in which the Youth Employment Program seeks to implement a mechanism in which 25% of a minimum wage is given as an incentive to each new young employee since August compared to our month of March. The benefit or anchor month for this benefit is March 2021, and any new employee above March 2021 can access this benefit. All employers who have hired additional people to those they had in March 2021 are eligible to participate. If they hired young people between 18 and 28 years old, they will receive 250,000 pesos. For women over 28 years old, 150,000 pesos, and for men, 100,000 pesos.
Similarly, this benefit was extended to other populations, and for this purpose, Law 2155 of 2021 was created, which extends this incentive for men and women over 28 years old. For more information for the link to this virtual event, please visit the Chamber of Commerce website.
Despite the rains that have occurred over the last days in our department, the blockade of the okra remains for more than 3 weeks.
The leaders maintain that despite the heavy rains, they will maintain their correct position defending the rights of the Raizal people.
Practically going to 4 weeks. This is very important because we are here because of the overpopulation of the island, which is the theme that affect all the life of the Raizal people. The overpopulation have displaced the Raizal people, have confined the Raizal people in its own territory. And the overpopulation brings along with them severe problems. The land, the native people today are only living on the 44% of the land. How this is possible? Okay, they give fault or blame the native people for selling the land, but it's something in the bottom concerning the phenomena of the island, which historically the national government has decided to take us off of the land.
For now, it is expected that the dialogues will be in order to move forward with the points to be addressed in this peaceful demonstration.
The Colombian Family Welfare Institute has achieved successful adoption processes on the island.
Children who, due to circumstances, were home in the department were adopted by families that promised to fill them with responsibility. The adoption processes were carried out by the Colombian Institute of Welfare, and 6 children were successfully adopted by different families, among them a foreign couple who adopted a minor.
We have had 6 successful adoption cases at the Institute, 1 at the international level and 1 here in San Andres. They are very minor processes compared to the interior of the country, but fortunately, they have been successful. We are very happy that these children and families have been able to have a well-structured home.
The Family Welfare Institute offers these homes for 2 years, thus guaranteeing that the children are in a stable home without their rights being violated.
Once the adoption is granted, we are obliged to follow up for 2 consecutive years to see how the process is going. Once the 2 years are over, we come to the conclusion that everything was satisfactory. Fortunately, the 6 adoptions have been successful and there has been no need to intervene at the Institute.
To conclude, the Family Welfare Institute in the department is working to ensure that minors are protected.
And as a result of an alliance between chambers of commerce in the country, the island entrepreneurs will be able to be part of a business showcase, free to market their products and services local and nationally.
Vamos a hacer el relanzamiento de
We're going to relaunch the Business Showcase, which is a program in association with the Chamber of Commerce of Medellin and 8 chambers of commerce, in which we have a marketplace where entrepreneurs can freely promote their establishment and products it offers to sell not only locally but also nationally. In this month, we have examination display of more than 164,000 showcases or businesses, as it is composed of businesses from 8 chambers of commerce.
If you are interested in being part of this showcase, you must enter the page, and in approximately 15 minutes you'll link it, and you will be able to access to all the functions it has for payments. You can also go to the Chamber of Commerce facility to receive all information about it. The relaunching will take place this May 25th from 4 to 5 in the afternoon.
Enero del 2021 y febrero del 2022, el Fondo Nacional del Ahorro acumuló utilidades por 534 mil millones, más viviendas para más colombianos.
Channels of Orange will hold a debate with presidential candidates on May 22nd. So we reiterate the invitation to the candidates and political campaigns.
National and regional public channels an invitation to the candidates for the Presidency of Colombia who have not yet accepted it to confirm their attendance to the debate of Colombia connected with the country, scheduled for Sunday, May 20 from 7:30 p.m. and will be broadcasted simultaneously by the regional channels and the RTVC channel's public media system, Canal Institucional and Señal Colombia, Radio Nacional de Colombia. So far, Gustavo Petro, Federico Gutierrez, Sergio Fajardo, and Rodolfo Hernandez have not confirmed their attendance. For months, works have been done for this purpose, which seeks to bring to 30 million Colombians in the open signal, 15 million on digital platforms that add the audiences of national and regional public channels. The proposal that the presidential candidates have for the region of the country for the first time, public channels now allow this exercise contributes in an equitable and balanced democracy. Commitment to Colombians is also.
And the director of Yolanda Gonzalez will hold today, May 19, in San Andres, a workshop on 2022 hurricane season, where topics such as climate prediction, implementation of environmental needs, and contingency plan will be discussed. This event will be held in the Departmental Police Command from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. This conference will also be held tomorrow in Providence at the San Felipe Church from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Now it's time for Sport News with Victor Fusalva.
Hello, here are the best sports of the world. We are at Baseball Stadium where scouts are visiting because they are interested in our baseball players. San Andres shows its showcase of players in training who are looking for to be chosen by scouts who can lead them to sign professional baseball. This week, we have a visit of 4 scouts representing different Major League Baseball teams to the island due to the lobby of Herman Paredes with the support of the Governor agreed the League of the Island work in union for the benefit of the baseball on the island. One of the scouts is Jose Tito Quintero of the Oakland Athletics, who told us.
My last trip here to San Andres was in 1998, 24 years ago, and it was a surprise. First, because I found the stadium in the same conditions after the hurricane, and second, find many players that are eligible for this year, 23rd and 24th, and I hope that maybe 4 years we have 2-3 players from San Andres.
It is important these scouts like Tito Quintero, who manage important baseball players like Michela, who today plays in the Major League, and who are providing opportunities for young baseball players of the archipelago. And on the other hand, basketball process continues, where Island Trotters Club continues in the formation of our young basketball players. The training work in sports require discipline and continuity. The Island Trotters Club continues its process of training professionals and athletes with dedication and discipline. On this occasion, we are working with a group of girls looking to form female talent for the island basketball. One who puts her soul into this process is Hilda Archibald Nelson, who told us.
This school named Island Trotters. We got 28 years. Down by this park, Archibald Park, playing some basketball, trying to get the children them together, all the picnic them together, because we got them straight away and we have to bring them back together. We can't just leave them alone. Parents help we help ourselves and other people that come around and try to integrate the children them in at the school. The women basketball is growing here because nobody want to practice the little girl them. So we take them up and have a group, a nice group here of the girls practicing and playing in this moment. You can see on the camera, they're playing on this moment. We have more than this, but they don't come today. So any little girl out there, parents, if you want integration, recreation with the children that do not have to watching and looking for them. Just bring them Island Charter School and you will welcome. And we have Alema here, good student, good basketball player. You have to study because basketball is only for your time. If you get lesson, you can't play. But if you have education, you can work.
A constant work of formation of the Island Trotters Club, which by the hand of its founder, Fernando McLean, and his group of collaborators continue to work for the formation of young people and professionals in basketball with his motto, good student, good players. And this is all in sports for the moment. I am Victor Fusalba, Teleislas News.
Thank you, Victor, and this is all for now, but we see you tonight at 8 p.m. in Teleislas News Central Broadcast. Good afternoon.